this episode of Big David Company, we inform Mike that he's not a good neck dancer. We actually had someone who wanted to be an unpaid intern, and we'll teach you how to bug out if you really need it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Big David Company.
First of all, that was an unprovoked attack with the neck dancing comment.
It was not unprovoked. You released a whole bunch of neck dancing videos.
They were really good. They were exceptionally good.
You and I have a different definition of the word good.
Just carry on.
I'm going to wait until he finds out that I tell him I had him infected with the coronavirus.
Oh, sorry. Wrong button. I was looking for this one.
Hey-o. I really did have that done, though. What? Anyway, I'm Big Dave. With me, as always, usual company Mike, our technical producer, executive producer, coronavirus victim, Kona the Wonder Puppy under the table, steak knife from the FCC is behind the glass on the other side. Lovely Emily is upstairs doing crowd control and washing your mom's house coat.
That's very nice of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, all of our company worldwide, both here on the YouTubes and
Mom.
online. I did that all wrong. Because the last person I'm supposed to introduce is you. I'm supposed to tell everybody that in addition to being the technical and executive producer and a coronavirus victim, you're also the leading contender to be Joe Biden's running mate, I heard.
Well,
that's
I
pretty
didn't
exciting.
know that was public knowledge, so...
Breaking news.
I'm not really able to comment on that at this time.
So you cannot confirm nor deny.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I actually one time listened to
But between you and me, because nobody's watching.
Totally true.
Oh, it's totally true.
I once watched a podcast where they actually interviewed the guy that came up with that phrase, "You cannot confirm nor deny."
Really?
Yeah.
Was he FBI?
NSA, I believe.
NSA.
Yeah, CIA, one of those.
One of the letters.
Yep. Yeah, one of the
guys.
acronym ones. So, Big David Company brought to you this week by our good friends at Morningwood Estate. If you come to Morningwood Estate right now during the global health crisis, the pandemic, and you try to get a room, they will give you 150 bullets for free. Wow. So that's a great deal.
That is literally the first time they've ever given anything away for
free. They'll hurl them right at you as you approach the gate.
That's nice.
At high speed, high velocity.
High speed delivery. Even.
High speed delivery, 150 free bullets, up to 150 free bullets free from our friends at Morningwood Estate. Wake up with Morningwood.
Wow, I'm just shocked they're giving something away for free. That's great.
It is. I'm also very, very excited to announce a new sponsor. You know, I double sold the show.
Well, to be honest,
I'm very excited.
After our first long podcast video, whatever this is, whatever that's called.
After it
happened, I was sure that Morningwood Estate was going to drop us.
Oh no, they were excited.
So when it probably was a good idea that you double booked because. Chances are.
I had stuff to buy.
Yeah, we did.
I had stuff to buy.
Yeah.
So
I hope we look good on our new camera from this sponsor.
Yeah, the sponsor bought us our new camera. So thank you very much to our good friends at the Underwear Delivery Program, also known as PUD. So you know how, let me tell you about what these folks do. They're great. You know how you can have like meals delivered to your house that you do, or you have like book of the month, right? And now they're starting to get into
those
this
meals with the recipe.
Yeah,
you just cook it. Yeah.
And now they're starting into things where you can have like curated
razors.
Yeah, or curated wardrobes that they'll sell.
Yeah.
Well, our good friends at PUD, the Underwear Delivery Program, they will send you.
Why is it called the Underwear Delivery Program, but it's spelled PUD?
Because underwear delivery program.
The letters are
PUD.
there. The letters are there, but they're in the wrong order.
No, maybe they're in the right order. You don't know. I don't question our sponsors ever.
Yeah, PUD or
PUD, thank you.
Underwear Delivery Program, UDP. Thank you.
So thank you,
PUD. I would never question why you're called PUD.
So but anyway, to get back, can I tell the people what they do?
Yeah.
I need to finish whoring myself out here.
It's a great camera.
So they will deliver stylish undergarments to you on a monthly basis. So you're always looking good.
Men's and women's?
Yep, perfectly tailored to your particular body shape and type. So it's really a great service. Yeah, they'll account for
can
that.
fix-
They
wow.
can. Yep.
They can
So you just got to. You need to send in
Is that
100.
why you look so comfortable right now? Are you wearing them right now?
I am.
No wonder you.
Not
look
only,
so,
yeah,
you're
not
very-
only
you're
am
very,
I
like-
I'm a spokesperson, but I'm a member. They
That's
have
great.
they have a great special going on right now
Oh,
too,
I'm sure.
as you should do. As you know, right now, because this comes every month, right?
Yep.
And as you know, as you may know or be aware, there's been a run on toilet paper recently.
Yes, there
So
has.
PUD is now offering a 35-pack of disposable toilet paper underwear. It's just underwear made out of toilet paper.
That's a good idea.
35-pack,
Yep.
it'll come every month for only $29.99. So call or go online, just search for PUD, and they will get you. You can get that amazing deal.
That's a pretty good. I'm not sure. Huh. We're just gonna leave it at that.
That's
Let-
like one a day for the whole month,
Yeah,
and
it
then a
is,
couple extra in
but-
case things go sideways. I mean,
with
you can still
toilet-
take them
with-
off, and like
Okay.
you can still use other toilet paper. That's just
And
there
you can
in
still
case you
wear
need it.
other underwear.
Yeah,
You're
but
just
PUD will
double.
still hook you up if you need.
Wow. That's
then
actually a good deal.
you don't have to ever worry about it. So that's from our good friends at the underwear delivery program, PUD. Let a PUD cradle your junk.
That's a good tagline, actually. That's probably why it's PUD
Probably.
and not.
Let a PUD cradle your special bit. So thank you to PUD. Thank you to Morning with Estates. So
I know when you give me that look, it's always going to be good.
you were
Is this an intervention?
No.
Okay. Whew.
That'll be later. We already broke the news to you about the neck dancing, and I don't want to pour any more salt in that
You
wound.
know, and we're just going to agree to disagree on that.
Maybe we need to put a poll up.
I've had several offers from various talent shows to appear. So I don't think you're.
You
I
know
don't think
that
you have sound judgment.
you
on
know
this
that
topic.
Star Search isn't on anymore.
That's not what.
Like Ed McMahon, that's not a thing anymore. So you can't just go be all
Well,
like,
I knew it wasn't Ed McMahon. He's dead. But
anyway, well, I guess, but good luck with that.
Thanks.
It's going to be difficult for you to go because I did have you infected with coronavirus.
Yeah, what's with that?
So I don't know. You noticed you had a scratchy throat, a little feverish the other day. Yeah. They're rushing all these drugs to.
It burned when I peed.
Yeah, that's a different thing I had you infected with. But drug companies pay people to do these clinical trials. Like if they need to try a drug on someone,
Sure.
and they're rushing all these COVID-19 drugs.
Did you
to
say
market.
Russian? Are they Russian?
Rushing?
Oh,
Yeah, rushing. ING.
okay.
So they're rushing all of these COVID-19 drugs trial, and they need people to try it on. So I said, I got a guy because I'm not going to do it myself.
Wait a minute. You slipped me a Mickey?
Yeah. I called my friends back at the Chairman Mao Metal Foundry because it's just everywhere there, and I had them send some COVID-19 over.
But I don't remember ever taking it. How'd you do it?
I'm not going to tell you. Am I going to be able to get you all the other things I need to have?
It
for
wasn't
you?
a suppository. was
No.
Okay.
But I infected you, and then I gave
would've
you.
felt that.
Then you received either, a drug for treatment or a placebo. I'm not sure which. It's
Okay.
It's a double-blind trial, so we never know. But you're probably going to want a quarantine in place for a while.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I get a great fee.
You're the one
for
who has
that.
the cough, jerkwad.
I do.
I'm not coughing.
I was told not to cough specifically
it's
about
hard.
my technical.
It's hard to
producer.
do when you're constantly spewing out this golden. It's like
Yes,
this flowing
it is golden.
sexuality almost.
It is the golden sexual flow today, brought to you by our good friends at Jingwack Lake Lodge.
Oh,
on
good old
beautiful-
Jingwack Lake.
Beautiful Jingwack Lake. They're having their coin flip spring sale. So you've been to Jingwack Lake Lodge, and you
Several
know
times.
that the main feature is their water slides that go from up on top of that
Right.
kind of top layer of the lodge down into the pristine, beautiful waters of Jingwack Lake. In the winter, when they're not, because they're open, they're not interior, they're outside slides.
Sure.
They use them for toboggan runs.
Dangerous.
In the spring, they have a coin flip sale because you never really know if the lake's still frozen or not on the day you get there. And
okay.
so for discounted rate, you can
yeah.
go and you're either going to go on a toboggan or you're going to go down the water slide. You never know which, because you never know what day the lake
So
opens.
it'll be a slushy toboggan or a very cold water slide.
Yeah, one of the two, but the rates are unbeatable.
I bet
so,
they are. Well, that's
caller-
why I've been there, because I don't make that morning.
No, you don't make morning with estate money. So call or go online to our friends at Jingwack Lake Lodge for their coin flip spring sale.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Great people, great location.
We would be remiss if we didn't mention the change in our location, because people now see with their
That's
eyes.
right.
They
Their
hook their peepers on
They
it.
got their peepers.
They got their peepers hooked on us, so it's
All
not
right.
like back in the old audio podcast days where we could just come and go as we please.
Right.
So we've been coming to you lately from my hunting chalet at Morningwood Estate.
Wake up
Wake
with
up with Morningwood, and don't you come on?
Well,
man.
I never get a free estate at Morningwood to stay in.
Oh no!
I just get
I
the free
don't-
bullets.
I don't get free. I don't get free. I pay handsomely.
Okay, well then
for
never
my
mind.
for my hunting chalet. And now we are here in the as yet unfinished Cracked Apple Solutions Studios here at the
Yes.
Worldwide headquarters.
It's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
Walls are up.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And we have this table. This is the table where I play cards with all of the Kim Jong Uns of the world.
It was.
And so now we're using it for this because we've got a much more ornate table that we've built, and we've put it into.
It's made with actual
into a
like
jet.
wasn't it? Isn't it pure ivory from? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like ivory, but it's hollow, and then the inside is filled with the tears
the baby seals, right?
baby seals, yeah.
Nice.
And the blood of our enemies. We mix them together.
Wow.
So,
It really deadens the
pretty good.
sound. That's
yep.
nice.
But yeah, we are here. So keep watching because the studio will become more finished as time goes on.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully, eventually. I may have let's just say I'm using some tough negotiating tactics with a contractor right now.
You're what they call a shrewd negotiator.
I am a shrewd negotiator and a shrewd businessman. Although I'd like to think, look how common I am becoming.
You are extremely.
I'm really working on this common
literally
man
head
thing.
to toe.
Yeah. So I've
And
got
the underwear.
all the things I need. Well, I got my underwear from
Yeah,
the PUD from the underwear delivery program, and I'm feeling super comfortable. But I've got all the common man things a common man could need. I've got a shirt with a funny phrase on it. I got a sport ball team watch.
Yep.
Got
Go
my,
team.
got my common man hat. Got my common man drink. I have athletic style pants on underneath.
You do. And just your basic socks.
Just regular common man socks.
Wow.
Very common
You're
man stuff going on.
exceptionally common.
I'm working on it. Trying.
It's impressive. You know, it's hard to be a common man, and it's hard it's hard to go from that lifestyle and move to be a common man.
Yeah. So
Good for you.
would you
No.
Okay then.
All right. You know I'm gonna do it, whatever it is.
Would you like to uncross your arms
No.
and press the button that tells us that it's time for the news?
I'm ready when you are.
It's time for the news. Thank you, Mike. Our news article today, I actually have one today
Trained
too.
monkey pushing buttons.
I said thank you. What more do you want? Do you want some of my
I don't
common
want
man
any
drink?
of your yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo's delicious. Yoo-hoo, if you're listening, I think you're delicious.
Yes.
Funny story that's not actually funny at all. When I was in college for an entire semester, every day for breakfast I ate a pack of Pop-Tarts and drank a bottle of Yoo-hoo for an entire semester in the student union because I had time to sort of kill between classes. And
That's a good healthy snack.
yeah, it's the kind of thing you can get away with eating for an entire semester when you're in college.
That's true.
So, are you ready for our news article? It
I
comes
am.
from our favorite news article state, which
Okay.
is
Florida.
Florida. This is from our friends at the UPI.
What is it with Florida?
Stuff happens there.
Man.
I think it's because it's like nice weather year round, so they have like twice as much time as the rest of the country for hijinks.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, where the northern states have to hunker down. And
Yeah. Police in Florida, this is from the Miami area. Pembroke Pines, Florida, I think is in the Miami area. Police in Florida said a loose cow that has eluded capture since January was finally captured by officers who lured the bovine into an enclosed area.
That is a wily cow.
The Pembroke Pines Police Department said the cow was spotted in the area of Sheridan Street and Interstate 75, if you're familiar, causing officers to respond and guide the animal towards an enclosed field in Davie, neighboring community. Property owner agreed to allow the cow to stay till it could be safely moved.
Oh, nice.
We wish the cow well on its future adventures, the department said. The police department said last week that the cow had been wandering the area since January, and repeated failed capture attempts revealed the animal is, quote, faster than it looks and a, quote, talented fence jumper. Now, as if that's not good enough, I was able to get
Those are both terms that have never been applied to me.
I was able to get a copy of the wanted poster they issued for the cow.
On.
There's a picture of it running.
We're going to have to post that on the BigDaveandCompany.us site.
I'll read it. Yes, BigDaveandCompany.us. You should go there and read things.
Yes.
Use your reading skills.
Use your peepers to read.
Hook your peepers on that, as they would say. Wanted, unknown cow. Nice picture of the
Is
cow
this
right
re-
through.
is this real?
This is for real. This is off their Facebook page. Pembroke Pines Police Department. Description: female cow, brown with a white head, faster than it looks, talented fence jumper, enjoys pools. Frequents the area near Sheridan Street and
Imagine waking
I-75.
up in the morning and having
There's a cow in your
my
pool.
Woo! I don't make pool money though.
No, but you definitely make cow money.
I make plenty of cow money.
Cow is not considered dangerous, but it has been known to walk into the roadway. Drive carefully.
I wonder if it was ever mad.
I don't know. Probably.
That would be a mad cow.
Probably mad cow. Do you think they're trying to tell the cow to drive carefully or people to
Yes.
drive? Okay.
Well, obviously.
Pending charges. Are you ready for
the
this?
cow?
Moving violations,
Oh, God.
uttering false checks, and fleeing and eluding police.
Wow. And
So-
fence jumping.
If you have any information about the cow, I
Those
wouldn't really
jokes are
do
worse
this.
than ours.
I know. I wouldn't do this now. I wouldn't call the number because they've already caught it.
But, right. But you can look it up. And
If you want to help fill in the timeline, I'm sure they've got David Caruso and his CSI Miami people working on it. But that's what's going on in Florida right now. The rest of us are dealing with a global pandemic, and Florida is just wondering
chasing
where's
cows.
the beef.
Where's the beef? That's good. That was good. I stepped on you there, and I didn't know a punchline was coming. That was good.
There's always a punchline coming. News today brought to you by Herbicide Quat Disinfectant. That's an important thing to have right now. You ever heard of Herbicide Quat? It's great.
No.
It kills everything.
taste
Herbicide Quat, we kill AIDS, so we're pretty sure we'll kill COVID-19.
Any company that says we're pretty sure, that's good enough for me.
Yep. Herbicide
Man, I
Quat,
had
go get
that
it right now.
AIDS.
You can
I
buy
had
that.
AIDS once.
Did you?
That was hard to get rid of.
I actually had to use Herbicide Quat once, and it literally says on the bottle, kills the AIDS virus.
Does it really?
Yeah.
What'd you have to? I'm not even.
You use it to clean up some blood.
Sure.
What else would you use it for?
Sure, you did.
So go out if you need it. Use it.
Is that when you were killing all those hookers?
Cannot comment on that. So if you need it, go out and get some. It's Herbicide Quat Disinfectant. We kill AIDS, and we're not afraid of a little COVID-19.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's some serious shit, isn't it?
it is very serious.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
I hope I never have to use that.
Well, the good thing about it is it kills the AIDS virus, but it kills whatever hosts the virus too. So
Yeah.
you can't like drink it.
No.
Please do not drink
Do
Herbicide
not.
Quat.
Tastes like Yoo-hoo.
It's not like Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo's delicious and healthful.
You know, we're going to be
And
getting-
available,
there's going to be a case of Yoo-hoo showing up from. Who makes Yoo-hoo? Is it made by like PepsiCo? Or is it its own company?
I don't know.
Nestle, probably.
Allow me to use my
But
reading
it's
skills.
Nestle owns everything.
Mott's,
Mott's like the
like the apple juice folks.
really.
But
That's
they have
awesome.
a Plano, Texas, so I'm wondering if they're kind of under that 7-Up,
Yeah.
RC Cola, Dr. Pepper
Could be.
umbrella. But someone's making it, and I'm drinking it,
And it's delicious.
and it is delicious. Yoo-hoo. We're either going to get a case of Yoo-hoo to our worldwide
cease and
headquarters,
desist.
or a cease and desist, or a demonetize.
Yeah.
Like we're not even monetized.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. So, would you like to talk about the unpaid interns? So, for those of you who are not aware, who don't follow us on Facebook and
The
Twitter,
lack of unpaid interns.
which you should definitely be going in right now and clicking your way over to the Facebook.
Wait, hold on. Stop.
And
Stop.
following
Stop.
us there.
Stop. Before they do that,
They should
before
subscribe
they
to
need to subscribe right to this
YouTube channel. You should
And then you
subscribe.
click the little bell
The dingy bell
and you say, "I want to see all the shit." that
whenever
Big
it
David
comes out
Whenever
because
it
it's
comes
great.
out.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
should
just-
do those
and
things.
then like and maybe like. I think I would like to know from the viewers how my neck dancing is. Because again, I don't think
We
you're
can
qualified
post
to
a
judge.
poll. I'm not afraid.
I think we need to. I think they can just comment right in this video. You brought it up, so
Comment in the
let's
video.
unleash the Kraken.
Comment in one of the neck dancing videos, and we'll post a poll out on our Facebook page. We'll post one
Fine,
wherever we can
fine,
find.
Fine.
And then our unpaid intern, which we're going to hire from all of our applications we got, will collate the results.
Now, when I win, I want a public apology on the YouTube from you.
That's not going to happen.
That's the deal. Because you were so sure. You were so sure. And so judgy about you're making me tear up.
First of all, I'm not going to make a bet about an internet poll with a technical producer. Because you will technically produce like 50 different accounts.
I don't even think
and you
that's
will
possible.
like you are right now probably like you have
Why do you
something
think Joe
set.
Biden wants me?
You have something set right now. You got the
'Cause I can
Canadian
rig
clubber
elections.
calling in. You have all your friends in Stockholm, which is not in Canada. I'm not buying it. No, you're setting me up here. I'm not into it. I mean, I'll tell you that I'll do it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna renege on it. That's what media moguls do.
That's true. Yeah, you don't get to the position you're in with multiple.
Yeah. I'll call in some favors and I will just have you deported to North Korea.
You don't get that rich by paying your bills.
I'll tell you what. In lieu of a public apology,
Okay.
I will let you.
Now this is being recorded, so
I know. No strings attached.
okay.
I will let you have unfettered use of the corporate jet for an entire week if you win.
No fine print.
No fine print.
You're not crossing your fingers or toes or. Okay.
No.
All right.
One whole week with the private jet.
We got a elbow bump because we can't shake and we have to remain. That
was
counts
weird.
as a shake.
That was very weird.
We're practicing social
All
distancing.
right, so look for the polls or leave comments. Let us
Hey.
know what you think.
So I'm a single bachelor type guy, right? Handsome, I would say.
Okay.
Thank you. Not disagreeing, but also not agreeing.
I said okay. It's a form of agreement in parts
I'm
of the world.
thinking that I can use the excuse of social distancing for the inability to find a nice lady right now. I think that would float.
I think so. I mean, the women of the world have been practicing social distancing from you for years, so I don't see why it's such an
clearly
issue
not
now.
my personality or handsome good looks
No, it's not your rugged good looks or your personality
or my physique.
or your superior wang.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, it's something else.
But
I don't know
anyway,
what it is.
that's my excuse from now on.
Okay. Social distancing.
Yep.
The reason he's a bachelor. Yeah, I don't know. We had a job application to be an unpaid intern.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, what one? I didn't
Good
really
one.
go over it. It was
Anybody who's
the person
crazy
seemed
enough.
frighteningly unqualified to be an unpaid intern, which I know is nearly impossible, but it wasn't pretty.
Can I tell you what I did?
Yeah.
Can I tell you
Please.
what I did?
You sure can. It's America.
I'm a media mogul, and I run in circles with people who know how to find out
You've never
information.
run in your life.
I float in circles,
Lazy River style.
lazy river style, with people who know how to find information out. So I did a couple things.
Yeah? A little background check?
Did a little background check on this guy, and if you go to
You've never background checked me, have you?
every day,
Oh.
I have a private
That's
eye that
embarrassing.
follows you around all the time. Magnum PI just follows you at all times, and then it's Simon and Simon follow him just to make sure he's on the up and up. Old Magnum though, not new Magnum.
So what'd you find out?
So if you go on the almost award-winning BigDavidCompany.us and go way back into the archives,
Okay.
I used to have a book about salt, and somebody took it. Turns out he was integral in that
Really?
shenanigan.
Really?
And now he wants to come back and be a part of everything now that we're back.
He's trying to get back into your do you have more books that he wants to take?
I don't know. I got
You
the
have
salt book back.
You have quite a library
I do.
of many fine, leather bound
Bound books.
Yeah, books.
Smells of rich mahogany. And
That's right.
Uh,
So,
so now he wants back in.
No,
This
no,
unpaid
no,
intern. But
no.
I, if he's willing to do it and it's unpaid, I think we should reach out and hire him.
I think you're right. I think we're overpaying him.
So I'm just gonna have to lock up my books like razors at the drugstore.
Yeah, and our Sudafed. That's a good idea. We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
So congratulations. I'm not gonna say your name because we have yet to come to contractual terms with you.
It's not
But
gonna happen.
we're probably gonna hire you as an unpaid intern. So I hope you like fetching coffee and living in a dog crate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't get to boss him around.
Well, he's below me.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
second
you.
on the ranking.
Yeah, well, I know that. That's
there's
true.
the pyramid.
Yeah.
There's you, and then I'm right there.
Right, but the unpaid, you have no authority over the unpaid interns.
Oh. Well, I thought that was the only fun part of my job.
Well, let me rephrase that. You can tell them to do things all you want, but I immediately undermine you as soon as you walk away.
Oh, I've had bosses like that.
So be prepared of that.
You're going to make a great boss someday.
Make such a wonderful boss someday. Ask the guys at
When
the
you're a
metal
big
foundry.
boy. Yeah, I know.
Ah.
You make them work 26 hours a day. That's not even
I added
possible.
hours of the day to get them. There's more hours of the day than there are datelines.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's weird.
Our job application search for unpaid interns brought to you by our good friends at Morningwood Estate. Go to Morningwood Estate during the global health-wide... those aren't even words. Go to Morningwood Estate during the global health pandemic, and you will get 150 free bullets from Morningwood Estate Security Forces. So thank you to our friends. That's Morningwood Estate.
Wake up with Morningwood.
We're also brought to you today by our newest, and because they're newest and shiniest and most favorite sponsors, our good friends at PUD, the Underwear Delivery Program.
We can't look this good without quality camera equipment.
Correct.
So,
yeah,
really, maybe this person or company was watching us. They're like, God, these guys are bad. They need a new camera.
They ponied up for a camera that only adds 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
It's a big
of them
deal.
to do. So thank you to our good friends at PUD, where they have the disposable toilet paper underwear 35 pack for only $29.99 right now. Call, go online, sign up for their service. Great company, PUD. Let PUD cradle your junk.
That's a good line, PUD. Cradle your junk. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
So thank you to them.
Yeah. Let's see if they're around next time we do another episode.
Yeah.
They may take their camera
They may
back.
take all their stuff back. Would you like to do story time?
Sure.
We need to do story time because last time we had this, you said we were going to do story time.
Okay.
So for those of you who are nervous or scared during this global health,
You should be. We're all going to die.
yeah, we're all going to die from the coronavirus.
No, literally, we are all going
Eventually.
to die at some point.
Right.
Not from this.
Except for Walt
likely.
Disney. He's cryogenically frozen. First of all, you can go get tips from me, Big Dave, about how to survive at bigdaveandcompany.us. But Mike and I have considerable experience with bugging out in the wilderness.
We do.
And we decided one time a number of years ago to try the camping.
It was fantastic.
And we were
Right up until
spectacularly
it wasn't.
successful. So
set the scene for us, Dave. Set the
So
scene.
Sicily, 1918. Oh, sorry. It was it a Memorial Day weekend, I believe?
Yes.
It was a Memorial Day weekend, and Mike and I decided that after a long week of technically producing things and media moguling things, that we were going to go do some camping. It was supposed to be a pretty nice weekend, so we decided to do it like common man style. We got a tent, we got a cooler full of delicious things, and we went to a campground where we thought nobody else would be there.
Correct.
And it was alongside of a river. So that was nice. So we drove out there. I think we had your truck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's right. I had that red truck.
You had a red truck. We went out there and we unloaded everything, set up the tent, sleeping bags, all that jazz, and started having the camping. We did all the normal camping stuff.
And we were in, I think we told the listeners the state.
We were in Wisconsin. We traveled the far northern Wisconsin, right near the border
It was chilly
with Michigan.
up there.
Yeah. And it was cold there still at this time of the year, a little chilly at night. So I think we went there on like Friday.
Yep.
Got all set up, started the fire. I'm sure there was some alcohol involved.
I'm sure.
In fact, I know there was some
Yes.
alcohol involved.
Yeah, beer.
We had a
Summer
whole big
shandies.
Yeah, we had a big cooler, a gigantic white igloo cooler filled with
Big, like the big. Like the,
Yeah.
whatever, the 8
and it had
quart.
like the latch is broken, so we've drilled on like a latch from the hardware store
Yeah, like to
keep the top shut. And
it worked.
it was filled with burgers and dogs, I remember, and
Yep.
and the other accoutrement.
I think we had some eggs in there.
Yeah,
some-
stuff to make breakfast,
and
camping
lots
type
of
stuff.
beer.
Lots of beer, and ice.
And ice.
So we went, we set up, we did camping stuff. We cooked some of the burgers
Yep.
and some of the stuff.
I think we had
And
hot dogs too because
we
we
had
did them
hot
on
dogs,
sticks.
Yep.
That was good.
And
Yeah, it was very rugged and
was
very
very rugged.
common man. That was back when you were trying and you didn't like common man. But
right.
it
I was
very
trying
common.
still. He convinced me to do common man stuff. He said,
And it
"This
got
is all I
cold.
can afford to do because of what you pay me."
It got very cold at night.
It got cold at night. There was nobody else in the campground. It was probably a 15 site campground,
But
except for one trailer.
Yeah.
There was one random unoccupied trailer,
Unmarked,
just
like no license plate, no markings.
no license plate. It didn't have
and it was
a
like
ticket.
brand new.
Yeah, it had nothing, and we were like,
Yeah,
all
no
right.
camping ticket. Like
Yep, it had
like,
nothing. It
what
was
the
just
hell?
there.
Yeah, it was just parked there.
So we did our camping.
Well, the ranger came through.
And the ranger came through to check the camping tickets, and we like kind of pointed at it, and they just kind of shrugged and took off.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think the second day, another ranger came
to look
and
at
asked and said, "Had we seen anybody
there?"
Not a soul. So
yeah, so it was
I think it was
weird.
a stolen trailer. Somebody
Probably
dumped.
just stuck it out there.
Yeah.
Or someone was like trying to get away from everybody.
Yeah.
So random trailer.
There could
and
have
us.
been a freaking dead person in there. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. So, and of course, our fine friends at the National Forest Service just really didn't do anything. They just drove
really
away.
care. No.
They made sure we paid our fee.
Yeah, that's the only thing they cared about.
So we went,
even though remember the
and it was cold the first night. It was pretty chilly because it's late May in northern Wisconsin. It's chilly time.
Yep.
But the day proved nice. The next day
it was right on a
nice.
river.
Yep, we were right on the banks of a river. So we decided to go because we were on the border to see a historical marker.
The river was
the river was the border. So we were able to cross the border into another state.
Yeah.
If you ever need to bug out, just find a river.
Yeah.
Just walk across the border. I don't know.
We swam across.
I don't know why all these people are having trouble coming from Mexico. We just walked across the border. It was no big deal. But I remember it was nice. we decided to go hiking because we look like the kind of people who do hiking, right?
Obviously.
And so we went down this. It was like an improved trail, and it was supposed to go to the tree.
Yeah.
That they signed the treaty under to allow the surveyors to set the state line between Wisconsin and Michigan.
Right. And it was like the treaty between
the Native Americans in the area and the surveyors who were doing their thing. Yep. So we get there.
In fact, it was called the treaty
tree. And there was like, you get to the trailhead and it said, here's a trail to the treaty tree. And we're like, oh, that's kind of neat.
All the national forest signs, treaty tree. We're like, oh, we like knowledge. Let's go get some knowledge.
We cross the border into Michigan, and we go from one national forest to another. And we park and we get out of the vehicle and we start walking, and it's a relatively well-maintained trail, like nice wood chips, kind of nice and wide.
Little bridges over
the wet areas, and like it was more like a wander around and look at stuff kind of attraction. It wasn't really hiking. It was hiking like you'd expect us to do.
Right. It was walking.
Yeah, it was basically walking. And then we got to the border where you cross from the one forest into the other, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, it was like this magic line.
It was like just a magic arbitrary line, and all of a sudden, like there was no maintenance anymore.
The trail just went
and became like a footpath, and there was
trees
down across it, and like vegetation growing in, and it was wet and swampy.
It got bad fast.
So we persevered.
Yeah, because we
persevered.
Because it was like a mile and a half or 2 miles.
Yeah, it was like a mile and a half or 2 miles, and we were pretty far in.
We were almost all the way there.
And it just had to sort of wind around the border to get to it. So we get all the way in. We go over the trees and under trees and through the swamp.
And there's the sign. We can see the sign.
We can see the sign coming up, like treaty tree this way, and we're like, oh, it's gonna be cool. So we get there and we're looking around, and
we see the sign. Tells about the treaty tree.
And the first line is, because there's trees everywhere. We're in the forest, right? That's how it works. Like, for those of you who don't have forest near you, that's how it works. It's an area filled with trees. So we're looking for this particular tree, and it says the decayed tamarack stump. In front of this sign.
That's right.
It's the remains
and
of
then,
the tree.
So we're like totally disappointed. But then to make it worse, we look down to find the what used to be the treaty tree, and there's like four decayed stumps
underneath the
so we didn't even know which one we should be impressed with, because we weren't impressed with any of them. And I'm like, I was so pissed. I'm like, that is such false advertising to say treaty tree, and then like it's a freaking Trump stump. It's a Trump too. It's a stump, and it's
not
it's
alienate
like,
our friends who are friends of the president. It was just a decaying stump into the ground. God. It was the worst thing ever. That's the kind of stuff that people are doing right now, where all the kids are having to get homeschooled. They're going to the treaty stump.
Yeah, because they have to do like activities outdoors.
So we did that.
Don't go to the treaty stump.
And then we went back.
Very underwhelming.
We went back and we made it through half the day, and somebody, we'll just call him Mike, was like, "Screw this! I hate this. We're going home."
It was buggy and
cold. We tear everything down, throw it back in the truck, drive.
You didn't
back
put up
home.
much of a protest though.
No, I would have stayed, but
yeah. I'm a giant pussy.
So we go home, and we do. The most
Unload.
classic situation.
Unload the truck.
And we carry the cooler, which is still full of a lot of beer and burgers and other stuff.
Cooked burgers.
And we set it next to the back door.
Yep, and pull the plug to drain it.
Pull the plug to drain it. And I say, do you want to empty all the stuff out? And he says,
I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Which is what I always say.
So I proceed to leave the area. I leave the vicinity.
Because it's my cooler.
It's his cooler.
And there's nothing really of any worth of shit.
His house. Dropped it at his house.
Right,
back to
three
the
bottles
worldwide
of beer and
headquarters.
some cooked hamburgers.
Fast forward many, many months later, I come over to Mike's house.
It was the end of summer.
It was like the whole summer had passed, and I come over, and what do I see outside the back door?
Same
the cooler
spot,
hadn't moved.
baked in the sun the
whole entire summer
with stuff in it.
And I look at him and I say, "Did you empty the cooler?" And he goes, "No, no, I didn't do anything with it." So it's been sitting there. It's like probably Labor Day now, and it's there.
It was the end of summer,
and I'm like, "All right." So I say nothing. Nothing
and
happens.
I said, "Let's open it up and see what's in there."
I said, "No."
We did.
We did open it up, did we not? Yeah, we did.
We did.
And there was some beers. The beers were fine.
The beers were fine. The labels had all basically come off because there was still some water sloshing in there, and there was like a bag with these 2 lumps of
what used to be burger, kind of liquefied.
Oh
gross.
my god!
So that
we immediately shut.
Shut the latch and just walk away. So how many more months later now? Now the cooler gets moved at some point. At some point, he moved the cooler.
It wasn't totally in the way, but I had to get something in that door that was large, which made it in the way. So I moved it to next to my shed that's behind my garage.
Because I do at least pay him shed money.
Yes. I have a shed.
And it sat behind the shed. Mm-hmm. And it became the running joke that you could have the cooler, but you had to deal with
you have to take
inside.
it. No givesies, backsies.
Like if you touched it, it was yours.
Yeah.
I bet is that cooler still sitting there today?
The cooler is still
sitting there today.
In the exact... Now this is...
10 years down the road?
At least 10 years down the road. It's been sitting in the exact same spot, still with
winter, summer, winter, summer.
With like the same stuff in it.
At one point,
I'm not kidding. I never even dumped it out. I will take a picture of it and I will post it on the Facebook page because it is still there. I'm not sure I want to open.
At one point, you were gonna give it to someone. At one point, you were gonna put it on the back of your truck and let it fall out on the way to the dump. I remember that. You said, "I'm gonna put it in the back and leave the tailgate down. Yeah. Maybe it'll fall out before I get to the landfill."
And during the recent construction on the upper level here, we had rented that dumpster, so I should have just taken that opportunity to.
Nope. No. I'm not going to let you put that cooler in my worldwide headquarters.
I should just haul it out to the curb and put
free and see who takes it. Yeah. You know what? Good job for our new unpaid intern.
Clean out because I want to keep using it.
That's the first thing we need to use.
That sanitizer shit that you used.
Hepicide Quat.
Yeah, and we'll clean up the inside.
Make him use his toothbrush.
Perfect.
Smart. But anyway, so the point of the whole story.
Use it.
Wouldn't use it. That's gotta be. Those burgers are liquid and just baked into the plastic by now, right? They have to be.
Oh my god.
They have to
I think whoever loses the pool has to dispose of the cooler, the pole. Whoever loses
I'm intrigued by that.
Has to dispose.
I'm
of the
intrigued.
Cooler. We'll workshop that. We'll talk about that. There may be some negotiating because it's gonna be bad. I would have to have some sort of contractual obligation to not rig the pole with my technical skills.
And I
can't promise that.
And I would have to have a contractual obligation not to make everyone at the metal foundry vote.
Correct.
We'll talk about that.
That's not going to work.
That's not going to work well at all.
You can't be trusted.
But anyway, so the point is you can bug out successfully. Just don't do it like we did. Yeah. And if you need to get away, you can literally just walk across most borders, we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can swim, float.
We
river have a lazy river to cross.
Yeah. I mean, that river was like 4 feet deep and not moving very fast.
It was kind of wide, but
it
wasn't deep.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So
it's like your penis. It's kind of wide, but not very deep.
So the point of it all is to that if you want to bug out, do it. Just find a campground. Do like that guy. Just remove the plates from your trailer.
Yeah.
Stay in there. Just
as long as
it's possible.
If that guy had a paid sticker on that,
nobody would have ever said a word.
Looked at him.
He could have actually
could still be there.
He could have faked a paid sticker and a date unknown in the future.
Yep.
They would have though, because they would have emptied the pay box and been like, I don't have a.
At some point.
Yeah. So that's how you get away. That's how you do it. But remember, tip from us: empty your cooler.
Yes. And if you are going to be bugging out, just send us a email at mike@bigdaveandcompany.us, and I'll be happy to provide you that.
We'll donate the cooler to your bug out.
Yeah,
for
you'll
sure.
have to pick it up. Yep. But absolutely, you can have it.
Absolutely. Our gift to you, company. Our gift to you.
mike@bigdaveandcompany.us.
So, bugging out and the cooler brought to you by our good friends at Raintown Rain Gear.
New sponsor.
In Gimli, Manitoba. Actually, old sponsor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from way back in the day. Back now that we're on video. Raintown Rain Gear for all your outdoor rain needs. It's scientifically designed to let water in to keep you cool, let heat out to keep you dry. It's Canadian made with pride in Gimli, Manitoba. That's Raintown Rain Gear. The only rain gear to receive the Canadian Clubber seal of approval.
I thought he died.
I don't know. He gave him the seal of approval before he did.
Huh.
So, yep.
Wow. That sounds like some high quality rain gear.
Let's water in to keep you cool.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's heat out to keep you dry.
Sure.
Yep. So, Raintown Rain Gear, thank you very much.
Thanks,
also brought to you by our good friends at Morningwood Estate. Come around and they'll send up to 150 bullets to you at
they're not going to
high
waste.
No, if one will do the trick, you get one.
And from what I hear, one or two usually does a trick.
Also by our good friends at the Underwear Delivery Program, PUD. Thank you for being our wonderful new sponsor, making us look good, making us feel comfortable, and offering their disposable TP underwear 35-pack for $29.95.
That's $29.99. Call or go online.
American. Call or go online to Underwear Delivery Program. Our good friends at PUD, let PUD cradle your junk. I am out of things to talk about with you.
Okay, well,
do you want to talk about anything else?
No.
Make sure if you want to hear us talk about more, you go and click on the subscribe button. Ding the little bell.
Ding the bell. Ding, ding.
Apparently that makes good things happen.
Yeah.
Check us out at bigdaveandcompany.us.
It makes me kind of feel funny in my nether regions when you do that. So
I would encourage you to go back and listen to all of the older podcasts.
Yeah.
Because there's some gold in there.
There's some gold
in there. But whatever you do, just keep sticking with us. We promise to always come to you not live, but totally unedited.
Yeah, unedited.
And
that's it's raw and unedited.
Very raw,
edgy and raw.
Don't worry, we'll polish it as time goes on. But until the next time, thank you for joining us. I want to say thank you to Kona the Wonder Puppy, who is no longer under the table as she gets up. Lovely Emily upstairs running crowd control. Steak Knife for not constantly just bleeping everything we say. And
wrong one.
There you go. And
that's what I need. I need a button.
You do not that. That's weird. Not sure what that was all about. But thank you to our technical and executive producer Mike. On behalf of all of them, I am Big Dave saying subscribe, click, do all the things you do. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter too, because there's stuff there. And we will see you the next time.